I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Ghana, we dey go World Cup. Comoros go fail am tonight. Wanna players no go gree. The stage is finally set for the Black Stars in Accra as we go head to head with Comoros in the final match of the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And we the fans expect nothing short of a solid performance to wrap it all up in stars in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And I'm going to talk about our strongest and best 11 against Comoros tonight, as victory against them is very imperative. Before I do that, let's show love to the Black Stars by liking the video and sharing to other social media platforms, because technically we are at USA, Canada, and Mexico for the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. If you are new on this platform, subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Drop your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. Ladies and gentlemen, straightforward, let me get into the video and start from the camp of the Black Stars of Ghana tonight against Comoros. It's Ghana Black Stars versus Comoros tonight, exactly 7 at the Accra Sports Stadium. Let me reiterate, Ghana versus Comoros tonight at exactly 7 at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's going to be the crowning moments for the Black Stars in the CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And this time around, I want all of us to be at Accra Sports Stadium to cheer the boys up. As a football enthusiast, I have my expectation, same as my possible 11, based on how it's going to be very tactical against Comoros, as we need a victory tonight. For Comoros, especially, what they did to us in Cameroon 2022 and what they did to us at their very own home grounds, we need victory against them tonight. So this is a plea to the playing body, to the technical team, and the leaders around the team. We need victory. Ghana, we need victory. Though draw can secure us qualification to this World Cup tournament, but we need victory. And through my expectation, I have two things. The first part is that we need a fast start. We have to set the tone early in the game against Comoros. We have to dominate the play against Comoros, same as we have to push right from the onset for them to know that we are indeed in for something better. It's not that you'll be nonchalant, just putting passes together and not bringing out something better. We have to be very fruitful at the end of our journey against that of Comoros tonight. Aside that, we need commanding victory. In as much as we are qualifying for the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico 2026 World Cup tournament, and we've even made it technically to that place, we have to get commanding victory against them. We have to show them that indeed, as we are going to the World Cup, we deserve it better than them Comoros at the Accra Sports Stadium by keeping clean sheets, by having strong finish of the game, and also dominating play and putting out performance for us worthy of it against Comoros. So these are my expectations going in the game against Comoros. On that note, or that being said, let me talk about my possible 11 based on the tactical formation against Comoros tonight. I'll start in the post with Benjamin Asari. I've seen a lot of multifarious opinions about he being the number one goalkeeper for the Black Stars. According to people, he's just in the post. He can't be Black Stars number one. When you're going to face countries like Spain, Brazil, Argentina, and the others, he's going to fumble. And at this note, I don't know whether you have a store that you've kept keepers inside, that when you need one, you have to go for them. These are our very own that we can just motivate them, give them that energy and everything. At times, even when you look at history and records of how our goalkeepers are dominating, most of them are coming from the local scene, or they are with our local clubs, starting from Robert Mensah, Ali Jara, Sami Eje, and the others. You've seen them dominating in the goalpost for the Black Stars. And this is the time you have to cheer the guy up. He's not jittery in the post. I don't know. People are saying that shots are not coming to him. And I don't expect people to even look out for shots coming to the goalkeeper. As a goalkeeper, we have other attributes that you will call out for in the post so that you can prevent goals. One is your vocal organization in terms of how you are very composed when you are organizing your backline. And we've seen Benjamin Asari to be a clear attribute of that, of what he's doing for the Black Stars in the post. So I don't know what people are calling for. He deserves it. He needs the credit. Initially, if it's what, even GFA spokesperson Henry Asante spoke about him, that even if it's worth initially $250,000, now he has worked for that space and he needs that credit. He's going for more than even above that $250,000 he has worked for, and he needs that compliment. Do you think he's just sitting there being that he will not save balls when the balls come? Let's see how it goes. And I know subsequently, taste for local goals is what we have to benefit from. When we are using something in the local scene, people think we are not worth that knowledge to be with. And I think that fanciful notion should be halted at this moment. And that being said about goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, let's enjoy this video of his new hairstyle in the game against Comoros. And it will be very amazing seeing Shatawale in our victory against Comoros. Just after that, having some play on the field, dominating everything on the field in the line of what Benjamin Asari has showed to him. And this is a play to the football enthusiasts and the leaders. They should just organize it that Shatawale should come to the pitch. And just after the game, you will see Shatawale and the others singing one side, shoulder, and everything will be fine. Now, let me go to the defense. Let me go within the fullbacks, right backs, and left backs. And to that time against Comoros, I think Caleb Renchi should start ahead of Ali Disedu. As I said, in my expectation, we should have a strong finish. In as much as technically we've qualified, we should also put in the effort that we can get victory against Comoros. Now, this leads me to the statistics and the history between Ghana and Comoros. We've met 4 times. They've defeated us twice. We've defeated them only once, and one has ended up in a draw. Somewhere in 2015, talking of 13 to 17, it was the same. Is it AFCON qualifies or World Cup qualifies? I stand to be corrected. The first game at their venue, it ended up being 0-0. The second game, we defeated them in Accra by 2-0, and we went ahead in 2022, somewhere around 18th of January 2022. They defeated us by 3-2. I know a lot of you guys had a full glare of the game in the AFCON tournament in Cameroon. And just after, within the same CAF 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifies, somewhere on the 23rd of November 2023, they defeated us by 1-0. So looking at the statistics and records between Ghana and Comoros, it's a hard nut to crack for us when we meet Comoros. So we have to set out players that can defeat them. With Caleb Renchi, I didn't see him much against Central African Republic in the first half. And I think based on how he was being deployed on the field, based on how he should be a defensive partner to the other center pair, that is why I think we didn't see his dominance in terms of surging forwards with crosses and others. And to my left back, I want to start Gideon Mensah again. He did something better than what I expected in the game against Central African Republic. And I know he's improving, looking at how he was tracking back, surging forwards, sending in crosses and things. Though he can do better than what he did against Central African Republic. And this time it should be against Comoros. We have to finish very strong against them. So it should be my left back. So to my liking, I think Alexander Jiku and Mohamed Salisu should start the game against Comoros tonight. You've seen the attributes of Mohamed Salisu on the field of play. Lest I forget, during yesterday's pre-match conference, Otuado spoke about the camp news. And so far, he said before the training, we're having some setbacks with respect to Elisha Owusu and Gideon Mensah. And they are going to train. After the training session, he'll get to know whether they are very fit for the game against Comoros. And I can't tell at this moment. So with Gideon Mensah, let's put asterisk on his name. If it's not fit for the game tonight against Comoros, I think Ebenezer Annan is there to do the job. Now, let me proceed with the midfielders. And with the midfielders, still, I want the synergy, the telepathy, and the work attributes between Thomas Taekweku Partey as a central midfielder and Kwesi Sibo as a defensive midfielder in the game against Comoros tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing more of them, of what they can do on the field of play against Comoros. We have to make our defensive lines, in terms of the ones, shielding them very strong. And there's the time Kwesi Sibo in the 2 games against Mali and Central African Republic has proven to we Ghanaians that he's the best fit for the Black Stars in terms of the defensive midfield position. For now, Elisha is quite not in that mood for the game, if it's as it is being said by Otto Addo. And if it's not there, I think Kwesi Sibo will be the right man again in the game against Comoros. So he has to be in the defensive line in terms of the defensive midfielder, shielding our center backs, same as our full backs. And we know the man to dominate the game in terms of the midfield is Thomas Partey. He's having that commanding power in the midfield. Thomas Partey is the one going to dictate the rhythm of the game. As he's dictating the rhythm of the game, Kwesi Sibo will be closing up spaces and also taking in balls to the midfield, contributing into the attacking powers of the Black Stars against Comoros. You have to put them and also push them to the efforts that they can't even resist from what we are doing against them tonight at the Accra Sports Stadium. To the wings, that is when I was thinking of some substitutions or changes as well. Is going to be very good for us. Abdul Fattah Isaku at the right side of attack against Central African Republic was very instrumental and exuberant. And going into the game against Comoros, I think we have to repeat what he did by starting him in the game against Comoros. We know how he's able to work forward in terms of being the direct runner of the ball and also putting that spark in the wing. Abdul Fattah Isaku, he has to start to my liking. And to the left side, others are calling for Semenyo to be benched for other players like Kamaldeen. He has gotten his first goal for the Black Stars and we needed to give him energy boost. To me, it's very difficult when I'm a coach, starting with different players or starting with different players within my winning team. And this is the best time we've had a winning team. Let's just repeat what they did against Central African Republic. Or let's just them start to know whether they can repeat or they can go in for something better. This is the time we are looking for revenge. I've already spoken about the successes between Ghana and Comoros. So we have to go in with our winning team. That is to my opinion. And Semenyo, though we are not seeing the best out of him, so he has become the household name. That Semenyo is not the one performing for AFC Bournemouth in the English Premier League, having blistering performances. And when it comes to the Black Stars, we are not seeing the best out of Antoine Semenyo. People are talking about his positioning on the field of play, same as how the coach uses him in all our matches. But I think at the left side, you've seen him in AFC Bournemouth. But at times, it depends on the coaching prowess and as to how he can also benefit the atmosphere and everything and what the match is about. And I think, so with the benefits of the doubts, let's put him in the game against Comoros. At least if he's able to last for the first duration of the game, or at times he can switch positions with Jordan. We saw Jordan against that of Central African Republic. He was even coming in defensively to help the team. So let's see what Semenyo can do. So I'll start Semenyo again. And in the attacking midfield, as usual, the man to unlock the opponent defenders with the skills, pace, and power is the star boy Mohamed Kudus. He's improving in terms of crosses and everything. He's a player who is very versatile in the attacking mode. At times, he can switch with Jordan Piayu. In as much as we are starting them with their various positions, it doesn't mean on the field of play, when things are not going on well, they can't switch play. They can do it. We've seen them numerously. And even against Central African Republic, we saw how they dominated. At times, Jordan will go to the position of Kudus, Kudus go into the position of Jordan, and anything. They're switching swiftly to help the team when you are finding things difficult. It's what I think being professional player is. And that is that for Mohamed Kudus. Now, the man to lead our attack, the record setter, is Jordan Piayu. With the leadership skills up front, with good finishing, he is the best man for us at this moment. And the preferred number 9 for Utuado is Jordan Piayu. So going into the game against Comoros tonight, I think Jordan Piayu should start the game. In my prediction, Ghana 3, Comoros 0. First half, a goal will be, or 2 goals will be. Second half, we need a goal in the second half. Definitely, it has to be very obvious for us so that the crowning moments at the Accra Sports Stadium will be very exciting. Behind the scene, whatever will transpire from Accra Sports Stadium, live feeds and everything will get you posted on Manual TV Sport. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic, with the senior backroom staff, Isaac Kwabena Ofe. This is a democratic dispensation. Differences and divergence are always welcome. As what you think of the first 11 for the Black Stars, you can also drop your decent comments in the comment box. We have other players who are very instrumental on the bench. Joseph Pencil, Kamaldin Suleimana, Christopher Bambonsu, and the others. But for the first time, and to the best of my like, I think these players should start. Subsequently, I will give you shout outs until you meet again on this platform. As a Frenchman will say, au revoir.